choosing our pellet burning stove for your heating needs. In order to get the maximum performance out of your heater and to keep it functioning at peak efficiency, we would like to share with you the correct installation, startup, and maintenance procedures that are required to keep your stove running at its best. Before installing your stove or having it installed by an authorized dealer, you will have to purchase pipe. Pellet stoves require Type L pellet vent pipe. Type L pipe is a double wall pipe with a stainless steel liner and comes in both 3-inch and 4-inch diameters. There are many lengths and fittings. There are 3-foot lengths, 4-foot lengths, and 1-foot pieces that allow you to penetrate both ceilings and walls. A 6-inch piece is also available for short runs if needed. 45-degree elbows are available, as are 90-degree elbows. And on vertical runs in excess of 12 feet, you can use the increaser to go from 3-inch to 4-inch pipe. This T with a clean-out adapter can be used directly behind the stove or outside after penetrating the wall. A slip connector is available, which allows for vertical and horizontal adjustment to the correct length. To penetrate the wall, a wall thimble is used which telescopes to accommodate both 4-inch and 6-inch stud walls. If you are installing into an existing wood stove pipe, this 3-inch to 6-inch adapter is available. And also, if you have existing 8-inch pipe, this 4-inch to 8-inch piece can be used. Once outside, you can terminate either vertically by using this vertical termination cap, or horizontally by using the horizontal cap. Notice it is designed to prevent rain from entering the pipe as the gases exhaust from the bottom of the cap. Vertical runs must be supported with this wall band every 4 feet. Thelin Company requires a minimum vertical run of 5 feet. Once you have selected the proper pipe fitting and installed the wall thimble as shown here, then you will be ready to attach the pipe to the rear of the stove. It is important that the pipe be attached to the stove securely. Code requires that 2 sheet metal screws be used to secure the pipe to the stove. This will require drilling 2 holes through the pipe and the exhaust flange. Make sure that you or your installer does this. Next, you must seal the pipe to the stove with high-temperature silicone or metal tape as shown here. We recommend the metal tape, available at quality hardware stores and home centers, because if you need to move the stove or inspect the pipe for cleaning, the tape is easily removed. Notice that outside the house, the wall band securing the pipe to the wall. A wall band such as this is required every 4 feet of vertical run. On the bottom of the stove are the electrical connections and air intake ports. Notice the fan guard protecting the room air fans. This fan guard must be checked periodically for lint and dust buildup and must be kept clean in order that airflow is not restricted. The small tube is the place that combustion air enters the stove and where the outside air kit is hooked up if the stove is being installed in a mobile or modular home. Consult your owner's manual for mobile and modular home outside air hookup. The AC line cord is packed with the owner's manual, is plugged into the bottom of the stove and into a grounded wall receptacle. Also located on the bottom of the stove is the AC fuse holder, which simply pushes in and turns to release the fuse, and the wall thermostat connection. Consult your owner's manual for proper hookup of the wall thermostat option. The small wire shunt must be removed if you choose to use the wall thermostat. If you choose the battery backup option, you will have to purchase a gel cell battery. We recommend a 30-amp gel cell battery because it prevents any possible acid leakage or fumes from forming in the area around the stove. The 30-amp battery will give you 12 to 15 hours of runtime in case of a power failure. The proper battery cable with banana plug terminals can be purchased from your local dealer, direct from Thelin Company, or at a local electronic supply house such as Radio Shack. When the battery cables are plugged in, a small green LED light will come on, indicating that the battery backup option is functioning. When the stove is plugged into the AC outlet, it will trickle charge the battery, and the stove will automatically switch to the battery during power failure. Located on the side of the stove is the control knob and panel. The functions of the control knob are off, fan, low, medium, high, and clean. Directly under the knob, there is a small window marked High Temp Flue. If the pipe gets clogged with ash due to lack of routine maintenance, or in the event of a severe high wind downdraft in the pipe, then the stove will automatically shut itself down. If this occurs, the red light will blink steadily. You must clean out the pipe or change the direction of the pipe cap. If the stove overheats, the red light will come on and remain steady, not blinking. You must discover what caused the high temp condition and consult the troubleshooting guide in the owner's manual. Underneath the small window is the trim button. This trim button knob allows you to control the pellet feed rate on low, medium, and high. By turning the knob clockwise, you can increase the feed rate in each setting. Different pellets burn at different rates of combustion. You can control the burn rate by utilizing this knob. You will have to experiment with this knob to achieve the optimum burn rate. The clean position is used during maintenance to clean the internal combustion housing of fly ash and soot buildup. Never use the clean position while the stove is burning. If you accidentally turn the knob too far to the clean position, you will hear a loud fan noise, and you must turn it back to low, medium, or high. Remember, the clean position is used only during routine maintenance. Before lighting your stove, you will have to purchase pellets. Thelin Company recommends that before buying a large quantity of pellets, such as a ton, you buy 1 or 2 bags to try. You will quickly learn that pellet quality varies from brand to brand, and even from bag to bag. We recommend a 1/4 inch diameter pellet, approximately 3/4 of an inch long. As you can see here, some pellets are longer and some are larger in diameter. The shorter pellets generally will give you a more consistent feed rate. In experimenting with different brands, you will also find that some brands have a much higher ash content, which of course means more frequent maintenance. As you can see here, a biscuit or clinker has formed from unburnt ash. These clinkers will plug the holes in your fire pot and prevent proper combustion. Some brands will burn dirty and soot up the glass rapidly. Try to avoid pellets that burn dirty or have a high ash content. By experimenting with different brands, you will quickly learn which pellets burn cleanly and are best for your heater. After purchasing your pellets, you will be ready for your first burn. To load the pellets into the stove, simply slide the top lid to the side, open the bag, and pour them into the top. The Parlour 3000 will hold more than a 40-pound bag, and the Gnome will hold approximately 28 pounds. After burning 2 to 3 bags of pellets, if you find sawdust in the bottom of the hopper, vacuum it out. Most dealers sell a type of pellet sifter that will separate sawdust from the pellets. After loading, replace the lid and you will be ready to light. Inside the plastic bag which holds your owner's manual, you will find a small packet of starting material. It may not look exactly like this shown here, as we use several brands, but it will be a quality product that will allow you to start your heater quickly and easily. Simply place a small amount of starter, usually a handful, into the pot, light it, shut the door, and turn the control knob to medium or high. The reason for turning to medium or high is that the startup mode has a built-in timer that gives you approximately 10 minutes to get the stove hot enough to enter the run mode. If it doesn't get hot enough, it will shut itself off, and you will have to turn the knob to off and start again. With the knob in medium or high position, you can hear the fan speed up when it goes into the run mode, and then you will know that it is off the timer cycle. The pellet stove will continue to run until it runs out of pellets or you turn it off. If you turn it off, it will continue to run until it cools down. Depending on the temperature, this can take 20 to 40 minutes. After several days of burning, you will be ready for routine maintenance. For maintenance, you will need a good quality shop vacuum, an old piece of newspaper, a small putty knife, and a pair of gloves if you don't want to get your hands dirty. Open the door and remove the fire pot, dumping excess ash onto the newspaper. Make sure the fire pot holes are cleaned out and free of soot and debris buildup. Use your vacuum to clean in and around the fire pot area. Remove the clean-out covers and vacuum the heat exchanger tube thoroughly. A small brush tool works well to knock the ash loose. If you have a crevice tool attachment to your vacuum, use it to clean between and down the tube. Make sure this area is clean and free of ash buildup, including the insides of the covers. As you can see, on a new stove, the tubes are clean and free of ash. Ash buildup on these tubes will reduce the heat exchange efficiency and prevent maximum heat from getting into the room. Use the small putty knife to scrape and clean the feed chute of soot buildup. Allow this buildup to drop down into the pot area and then simply vacuum it up. When this maintenance is done, replace the fire pot and clean out covers, and at this time turn the control knob to clean for approximately 30 seconds in order to internally clean the combustion housing. Additionally, you will have to go outside about every 4 to 6 weeks and check the clean-out cap on the bottom of the T for excessive ash buildup. The pipe and pipe cap should be cleaned once a season at a minimum, and more often if you experience poor combustion, which will manifest as a lazy orange flame and excessive ash buildup in the fire pot. This usually means an obstruction somewhere in the exhaust system. The Parlour 3000 and Little Gnome pellet heaters are designed to burn continuously as long as there are pellets in the hopper. If the routine maintenance is done on a regular basis, your pellet stove will give you years of trouble-free burning and environmentally friendly heating. Thelin Company also manufactures 3 models of gas heaters with the same classic Parlour look. We would like to thank you for choosing a Thelin Company pellet heater, and we would appreciate hearing from you if you encounter any difficulties with your pellet heater. Write, call, or email for more information.